It's a cold Wisconsin night, but the roof is closed at Miller Park in Milwaukee. Tonight, the second of 3 to start the week between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Milwaukee Brewers. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up. Jimmy Nelson is on the mound for Game 2. What do we need to know here, EK?
Well, guys, he's making his big league debut here on the mound. He's going to have a lot of adrenaline. He's going to have a lot of nerves. He's going to have to be able to contain all of that so he can go out and be effective. Going to be tough to do, and that may be his biggest challenge all game long.
David Lee heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball. The game's opening pitch is taken for ball 1 as we get started here tonight right on time at 7:10. And EK, as we take a look at the Brewers entering play here tonight, they come into this one in decent form, as despite the loss last time out, they've won 6 of their last 9.
And in terms of the homestand, they've won 2 and lost 2. So not much to say about that, except you hate to give away games at home. You'd like to see a little more consistent effort going forward.
In tight there as he's got to turn out of the way of that one. Bounce towards the second baseman. Jeanette barehanded. It's there. He got him.
Oh, what a play.
And now a shot of the Cardinals starting lineup is set by Mike Matheny. EK, any thoughts?
Well, this ball club really needs Yadier Molina to find his swing. He has been terrible against right-handed pitching, hitting under 200 against righties this season. If he's not able to start producing against right-handed pitching, he may find himself platooned in a hurry.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Grounded up the first baseline, but this is foul for the first strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1.
Well, that's a good spot for that two-seam fastball. You know, remember, that'll run away from left-handers, so a good idea to work the outside edge.
That's on the corner to put him behind now. 1-2. Pretty clear the plan is to keep everything away.
And that's smart for most guys, but you've got to know your scouting report, because this is a guy that can cover the outside part of the plate.
Hit hard toward the right side. And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. Jay will turn for second. Around second. He'll try for third. And he will make it all the way to third now, as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
Batting third. Right
Yeah,
fielder.
you get a look at this swing. You'll see him go down and hook it just fair down that right field line. And once this ball kicks around in the corner a bit, he decides to turn on the jets and gets into third with 3 bases.
Michael Lee will stand in, currently 8th in the National League in hitting to enter play.
And he has a top 5 on-base percentage as well.
There's a fastball missing down and away for a ball. 1-0.
Just did manage to catch that one with the last 2 inches of his glove. That could have been trouble.
1 out and a runner on third. Oh, tried to check his swing there as this is hit to the left side. But a foul ball. 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Matthew Ross.
Well, Matt, with Ross behind the plate, hitters know they need to expand the strike zone a little bit. He likes to ring it up when it's on the black, or even a little off of it.
Nipped the corner. 2-2. Has to be thinking strikeout here. Ground ball right side. Lind has it. Underhanded flip. Throw to first. Not in time as the run is across to score.
Well, that's one way to get yourself on the scoreboard for the first time. They always say, get that runner home any way you can. And, well, this counts. It'll be scored an infield single and an RBI.
Number 42 steps in hoping to get things going at the plate. You can see it's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. And you figure now this would be a spot where that man might try to take second base.
And it wouldn't be a bad idea to hold the ball a little longer out there on the mound. Really vary your times to the plate. You can't be predictable out there or he'll take advantage.
And he's back standing.
Keeping him close.
Here it comes, 1-0. Line drive to left. In there, a base hit.
Well, the previous pitch was a fastball away. This time, they try to come in with that fastball, and he jumped all over it.
Stepping in now, Mark McGuire, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0.
Now here's a spot with a run home already. That looks nice on the scoreboard. But if you could put up a 2 or even a 3 spot here in the first, that could really go a long way against a guy like this.
That hole getting a little deeper now. It's 2-0.
He's in a situation now where he does not want this game to get away from him. 2 guys on already. Now he's not in the strike zone to this hitter. He's got to reel it back in because you're flirting with a little bit of danger now with another ball.
In the dirt, it's 3-0 now. The alarm bells are ringing now.
They're getting louder and louder, too.
Runners are at first and second with 1 away. And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
Yeah, he needed that one to avoid loading the bases, but it's still a long road back from here.
And a called strike on the outside corner there. It's full now, 3-2. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
Boy, the command, not really good right now to start this ball game. Already that's 3 hits now, and a walk he's given up. He's really laboring through this first inning of work.
Nick Savage will dig in now. Off to a slow start, as you see there. Just barely over the 200 mark here in April. And obviously looking for the ground ball here as this misses low. It's 1-0.
Well, he's really had to work hard here in this first inning. And you got to wonder, how much is that going to take out of him?
Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
And in a spot like this, you got to go after strikes.
Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Bases are loaded here, 1 man out. And here's a ball hit in the air. Lind onto the grass, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. And with that, let's take a look at the Brewers defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, they have a man on the mound, high ERA. That usually means there's a lot of hard hit balls, so This defense, they're going to have to be ready with that leather out there.
Yadier Molina will stand in, and he is off to a dreadful start at the plate as he has not hit the ball well in April. Ripped down the first base line, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Looking to minimize the damage here. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Bases are loaded here, 2 down. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Gomez has a read on it, and the inning is over. So 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and they leave the bases loaded. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. It's the Cardinals 1, the Brewers coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Gerald Vaughn, the Missouri-born right-hander, gets the job of starting pitcher here. What's your take on him, EK?
Well, Matty, he got the win in his last start, recorded double-digit strikeouts, and went deep into the ball game. Hoping he can do the same thing here.
Scooter Gennett comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Second baseman, Scooter Gennett.
And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. And Eric, as we take a look at the Cardinals entering play here tonight, they've got to be considered the hottest team in baseball right now as they come in winners of 9 of their last 10 ball games.
And they've got themselves a pretty good-sized lead in the division coming into play. Certainly not out of reach yet, but they've got to be pretty comfortable with where they're sitting at this point in the year.
And he comes back with a fastball, 1-2 now. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
Fastball, strike 3 called on the outside corner, and a pretty generous corner at that, as that's the first down of the inning. And with that, time to take a glance at the starting 9 for these Brewers. Eric, who should we keep an eye on?
Well, Matty, you got to keep an eye on Yasiel Puig. His on-base percentage is over 400 the last 10 ball games. He's done an excellent job of finding ways to contribute, getting on base, and setting up the guys behind him for run-scoring opportunities.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit.
I think he was trying to get that slider in on his hands, but I don't think he meant for it to get in that far. I think he just released it a little too late.
Fastball not close, and he runs it to 2 balls and a strike.
And that fastball of his definitely catches your attention, I mean, especially when it's on the inner half.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. To 2-2 now.
2 strikes.
Just out in front of that one, still 2-2. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out. With a moment now, a look at the defense for the St. Louis Cardinals. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, we've got a gold glover behind the plate. How that helps the ball club, you can throw balls in the dirt as a pitcher, cuts down the running game, really impacts the game defensively.
Yasiel Puig gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are 2 away here in the opening frame.
Yeah, nothing doing so far here. He kind of needs to put up a tough at-bat right here just to make this guy work a little bit.
Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. You got to figure that man right there would be more than happy to see this guy at the plate taking his swings with 2 out and nobody on all night long.
So would the guy on the mound.
Could we see another strikeout here? It's 0-2 now.
And now with the 0-2 count, he's got probably 5 different pitches he can throw here. So as a hitter, what are you going to do?
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Lee over to his right. And that's the 3rd out. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. They still trail 1-0. Peter Borges will get his first shot here. A couple of hits in 4 trips last night.
Well, he's had 7 RBIs in his last 10 games, so he is producing runs, and he had another good one yesterday.
And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. Fastball at 94 miles an hour, and it's 1-1. That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now.
Nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at-bat. He could go just about anywhere from here.
Hard hit ball to second. Fielded by Jeanette. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second. And with 1 away, today, of course, Jackie Robinson Day around Major League Baseball. We had a nice ceremony before the game in honor of number 42, as his legacy lives on to this day. Striding into the box, Gerald Vaughn. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Too high, 1-0.
Counts 1-0.
Look out, 2-0 now.
Sometimes if you let that changeup go too soon, it'll take off on you. He's lucky that didn't hit him.
In the air, out to right. And 2 quick outs here in the second.
Up next for the Cardinals, shortstop, David Lee.
David Lee will get a second shot now. He grounded out to start the ball game. Into the windup and the pitch. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
Yeah, and I don't think I'd be in any big hurry to challenge this guy again. I'd see if I could make him go out of the zone, maybe chase a bad pitch.
And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1.
Well, that 2-seam fastball ran a little too much off the plate, but now that sets him up to work with something away and maybe even an off-speed pitch.
Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit. The throw into second. And a good effort to bring it back in quickly, but he's in at second base with a double.
Yeah, no hesitation there as we train our camera directly on him. But once this gets down the line, he's thinking 2 right out of the box, and he's able to beat the throw into second and leg out a double.
In now is John Jay. Runner goes. for third. It's not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw.
And that's a case where you can bet they've just forgotten about him after that double, and he takes third on the very next pitch.
Oh, 1, here's the pitch. Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now.
Very tempting up there, but that's also a pitch that a lot of guys will pop up. So that's a nice job of laying off.
We're in the second with the Redbirds holding a 1-0 lead. Chopped foul over towards the dugout. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2. You have to figure that he's really going to need to keep the walks in check if he's going to have success here.
I was thinking the same thing. No free rides. You've got to make these guys earn it.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. And he misses here for ball 4. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings of work.
Now batting, right fielder, Michael Lee.
Michael Lee gets a shot now with deuces all around. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 2. He's set. Here it comes. And he'll watch the slurve that falls in for strike 1.
And that's what he needed here with 2 outs. He couldn't afford to fall behind another guy here in the inning, so that's a good job to jump in that driver's seat with strike 1.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Calling for it, Puig. And that ends the inning. Cards strand a couple. We played an inning and a half. It's 1-0. Carlos Gomez will stand in here, and like so many others, hitless in the shutout last night.
Well, that was a rough one yesterday, but he's still hitting over 300 in his last 10 games.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
Whether you like it or not, now that you've seen what the strike zone's going to be like, you're going to have to make an adjustment.
Hit hard to the right side. 1 away.
Batting fifth, first baseman, Adam Lind.
Adam Lind will stand in, back in the lineup after getting the night off yesterday. Line toward right center. Jay is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
And that's one of those plays where you might need to reinforce the laces on your glove after this inning ends. This is a fastball, and it is hammered. I mean smoked. But he ends up with nothing, and his average is going to go down.
Into the box now, Luis Jimenez. As he'll go after the first pitch and send a chopper out to second. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. We're back to Wisconsin right after this. Number 42 stands in.
Leading off for St. Louis, third baseman, number 42.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Right side, fielded cleanly by Lind, and he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
Now batting, first baseman, Mark McGwire.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Mark McGwire. He drew a walk his first time up. Hit well on the ground to first. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
Now these infielders have been busy early on, and that's another ground ball out for them. Probably not going to be the last one we see either.
Nick Savage is at the plate now, flied out in his first at-bat.
And that's just not really his game. Anytime he keeps it on the ground, he's got a pretty good chance of beating out a hit.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
I think that's consistent with how the strike zone gets called nowadays. That's a strike in the rule book, but most umpires won't give you that pitch anymore.
Fly ball heading for the alley. On the move is Gomez, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap, and he will stroll in there standing with a 2-out double.
Well, this guy's been in desperate need of anything, something. Give him something positive. So this is just what the doctor ordered. It's a mistaken location, no doubt about that. And when a guy's scuffling, this is like a gift from heaven as he jumps all over it and drives it for 2 bases.
Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And a slurve, but this is in the dirt for a ball. Lays off the slurve there, and it's 3-1 now.
Well, this is a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in the driver's seat to see a fastball.
He's set. Here's the 3-1. And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out.
Not a real good sign here. Already his 3rd walk of the ball game this early on. And that's a sign to me he may not have brought his A game to the ballpark. He's had to work awfully hard out there so far.
Peter Borges stands in with 2 on and 2 out here in the 3rd.
And you know, some guys just get better with runners in scoring position and 2 outs. This is a big at-bat for him right here, even though it's still early.
And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
Good pitch right there, right on the heels of a walk. He needed to get ahead of the next guy, and he did just that.
2 down, runners at first and second. A throw behind the runner at second, and the runner back easily.
Just keeping an eye on him.
A 1 pitch on its way. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Well, no taking now. He's going to have to swing the bat.
Way outside. 1-2. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Frozen on the fastball. Never had a chance, and the inning is over. Cards strand a couple, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Number 42 will come forward to begin the inning. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home 3rd.
They're still searching for a base runner. It's been 6 up, 6 down to start the game.
And that's high for a ball, 1-0. You like what you've seen from this guy so far?
I do. I like where he's putting the fastball, and I like the movement he's been getting on both his curveball and changeup. I think he'll do well.
Swing and a liner. Foul. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1.
Boy, I don't know that I'd want to be facing this guy right now. He looks pretty fired up out there.
Yeah, he looks like he could run that fastball through a brick wall.
Swung on and missed, and it's even at 2-2.
And that's 3 straight pitches, all over 100 miles an hour. If he throws a changeup for a strike here, that guy's got no chance.
And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
Yeah, and on 2-2 to start an inning, that's a call you'd like to get.
And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the third.
Still no hits on the ledger, but at least they get themselves a base runner here. And that's a step in the right direction.
Robinson Chirinos gets his first shot here with a man on following the leadoff walk.
And you know, guys, we talk about it all the time. Leadoff walks are so dangerous, and we'll see if they can take advantage of this one.
From the stretch. Fastball. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut.
He did not like that one bit. You know, it's one thing to work in with the hard stuff, but don't do it around the dome.
The 1-0 delivery. Pitch out. Nothing doing. Nobody out, runner on first. Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike one. Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. Chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
I love this pitch right here. Just an elevated fastball with 2 strikes. Nothing much to it. He just says, this is just a good old country fastball, and he runs it right by him.
Into the box, Jimmy Nelson. And they'll try and play for one here as he gets this one down. And good hustle to get over and tag him for the out.
Well, this is a nice job here of giving himself up. You see him square and put this ball down over toward the right side of the infield, and that's just where you want it to be. They do put the tag on him, but, hey, he gets the job done.
Here's the second baseman, Scooter Gennett, as he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1.
And against a guy like this, you're usually only going to get one pitch to hit in that bat. Sometimes you might not even get that, so that's one he may want back.
Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2.
He might have thought he'd be getting another dose of that curveball because he was way behind that one.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. Back with more on our Wednesday night showcase right after this. Gerald Vaughn will come forward now to start things out against his opposite number. And these two have matched each other pitch for pitch here through the first half or so of this ball game.
Yeah, I think we had an idea runs might be hard to come by. Maybe not this hard to come by, but both of these guys have been just about flawless so far.
And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball one. And that's high and away, and the count goes to 2-0.
I got to think he's going to leave the bat on his shoulder again here, even 2-0. This approach hasn't been too sharp so far to lead off the inning.
Three and 0 now.
Now on 3-0, leading off this inning, you got to be smart at the plate. Let him throw you one.
And that misses as well. It's ball four, and it's a 4-pitch walk to the pitcher leading off the inning. Wow.
Yeah, a 4-pitch walk to the pitcher. That won't make that guy very happy. Just lay it in there. He'll probably take it anyway.
David Lee steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Hit hard towards center, and that'll get down for a base hit.
And so far, he's throwing a lot of fastballs here early in the count. And these guys have picked up on that, so they're just going up there looking for the hard stuff, and they've been all over him.
John Jay will stand in here with 2 on. And now, following the walk and the single, do you get the sense, EK, that they're getting to him just a bit?
Maybe a little. I wouldn't be too worried just yet. He's shown the ability to bounce back before, but it's also looking like he might not have his very best stuff.
Action now in the Milwaukee bullpen as they'll have a right-hander loosen up. Fastball in there for a called strike.
Now with 2 on, nobody out, you got to be thinking strikeout double play out there on the mound. One or the other is what you really need.
1 run, 6 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Yeah, your instincts tell you that it's going to be outside, but he has such great movement that it comes back to catch a corner.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. But this will land untouched. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Moving under it, Parra, 1 away. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base. So with the fly out there coming on the fastball, seems like an appropriate time to check out our pitch speed comparison for these two starters. And folks, that is not a misprint. He's been clocked at over 100 miles an hour so far. My goodness. Into the box, Michael Lee. He flew out in his last at-bat. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Low with the slurve there, 1-0. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. 1 there. On to Lind. It's a double play, and the inning is over. 1 left for the Cardinals, but they're up 1-0. Gerardo Parra is set to lead us off in the home half of the fourth inning.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
And a bit too high with that one. It's 1-0. That's lifted the other way out to left. Borges has it in his tracks. He slides and brings it in. Nice play there for out number one.
Yeah, he's coming on quickly here. Let's see in show motion if he makes the play. Yep, sure enough. He got to it before it touched the ground. Nicely done.
In now is Yasiel Puig. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one.
Boy, we're more than halfway through this game, and he's thrown a first pitch strike to 70% of the batters he's faced, so he's pitching very, very well right now.
One out, nobody on. And he falls behind 0-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number two.
And as we showed you in the open, he's out there putting his perfect record on the line. And so far, these guys haven't shown many signs that they're ready to put a one in that loss column.
So bases are empty here with two gone, and standing in the speedy Carlos Gomez. First delivery to him on the way. Hit hard back up the middle, and that'll be a base hit, the first one of the game for the Brewers.
And you know, just like any pitch, there's good knuckleballs and then there's some bad ones too. This thing comes right back down the heart of the plate. Those things are much easier to handle than the pitch that starts in the middle of the plate and then runs somewhere else.
Here's Adam Lind. As this is popped foul behind the plate, it's strike one. He's set. Here's the 0-1. And he takes this one high, 1-1. A runner on first with two away. There goes Gomez. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. It skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there.
You know, when the pitcher slide steps, he's going to get the ball to the catcher even quicker, and the guy still stole that base. That was great.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. Tried to shoot the corner and he missed it. 2-2. Where do you go from here?
I think he's set up for something off speed. If you can put that changeup below his knees, he won't come within a foot of it.
Hit on the ground to short. And the stolen base winds up as a moot point as the inning is over. Milwaukee leaves one. They trail this one 1-0. Number 42 will stand in to lead off the inning. Middle third of the lineup, 4, 5, and 6 as they try to get something going.
This whole lineup's been pretty quiet all game long. Just the one run. That's it.
Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. That's yanked into the stands. Strike one. Here comes the 0-1. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. This is hit high and deep out to left. Parra ranging back. Gone! A solo shot here to left as the Redbirds have taken a 2-0 lead.
And about the only silver lining to this one from a defensive standpoint is the fact that it came with the bases empty leading off an inning. So you can survive it when this guy's hitting just solo shots. It's when he's doing his damage with 2 or 3 guys on base that things can really get out of hand in a hurry.
Up next for the Cardinals.
Standing in now, Mark McGuire.
Mark.
And she'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. Well, they put the measuring stick on that last home run, and it came up 403 feet. 2 runs, 7 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now.
And now with that pitch count getting up there just a little bit, you can see that some of these pitches are missing just a little farther away than they were earlier.
Grounded to third. And safe, says the first base umpire, as the throw was too late.
And if this is almost any other guy in baseball, he's going to be out. But he just gets down that line so fast, and he winds up beating this one out.
Now here comes Brewers manager Ron Renicky out of the Milwaukee dugout. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. So he'll depart after working just 4+ innings, as this will not go down as a quality start, that's for sure. Tyler Thornburg is going to take over here in inning number 5, as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep him in the game here.
Thornburg.
Nick Savage will be the first to stand in against the new pitcher, as he'll do so with a runner at first and nobody out. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Now a throw over to first. Back in standing. Swinging a high pop-up back onto the outfield grass now. Jimenez ranging into the outfield. 1 down.
And one thing this kid's going to find out is that everything speeds up at the major league level. Those pitches that you were on top of in AAA, they have a tendency to get on top of you much quicker now. You got to learn to adjust.
Yadier Molina steps in with 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning.
Yeah, it's been a pretty good inning here so far, so we'll see if they can scratch another run across right here.
Fastball too high to start him out here. 1-0. Looks like he employed the slide step on that last pitch.
Maybe you see a little cat and mouse game going between the pitcher and the runner right now. We'll see who wins this duel.
Runner goes for second. Pitch inside. The throw not in time as he steals second. So he's in safely following the stolen base, and running has been made a priority on this team here in the early going as we view the league leaderboard for team stolen bases.
Well, it's business as usual for them. They lead the National League in that department. They've definitely got some burners on the roster. And I'll tell you, it's always nice to be able to create some offense with your legs. Really puts a pressure on the opposing pitchers to try and hold them at bay.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Gomez is there, 2 gone.
Now batting, left fielder, Peter Borges.
Peter Borges will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips.
Yep, not showing too much so far, but he's got a chance to make something happen right here. See if he can put those other ABs behind him.
And, looked inside, but that's ruled as strike, 0-1. Two out here and a runner at second. And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now.
I think he's still a little hacked off from that previous pitch getting called a strike, so then he goes way out of the zone for that one.
Chop foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. A swinging bunt to the mound. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 1 for the Cardinals in the inning on the solo home run. Halfway home tonight from Miller Park. It's now 2-0 St. Louis. Leading off the inning, Luis Jimenez, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
In there at the knees, strike 1.
Well, you get the sense that what they need is one big hit from anybody in the lineup. If they could get one, it could get them right back in this game because right now they just seem out of it.
He takes something off there and had him way out in front for strike 2.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2.
He's hoping to just run that heater by him. So he's ramped up the velocity here at the last 2 pitches.
Ball 3. 3-2 now.
Oh, I think he'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. A little bit over halfway home tonight, bottom of the 5th, as we get a look at our line score to this point. And boy, just one hit for these guys, and they have not swung the bats well. That's putting it mildly. Number 42 steps into the box. Here comes the first pitch. Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike.
And even though that is a strike, man, that thing is coming in so hard, it's almost impossible to get a level swing off. You're better off taking it and waiting for something you can handle a little better.
0-1 pitch is a knuckleball that misses 1-1.
Okay, he didn't get the call there, but he's making some quality pitches on that outside corner.
And able to lay off the fastball away here. 2-1 now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit hard on the ground to second. Savage over to his left, on to first, and there were 2 down.
Now batting, catcher, Robinson Chirinos.
Robinson Chirinos is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1.
Well on his way to another good inning right here, and you see the pitch count. It's not even close to being a factor just yet.
Gets a small piece near the plate. That winds up foul for the second strike. 2 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Gone in order are the Brewers. They trail it here 2-0. Gerald Vaughn indeed will bat for himself here with his guys up by 2 here in inning number 6.
Well, I think this is the right move right here, Matt. He's throwing the ball well, and, you know, maybe he can do something at the plate, too.
High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. And there's ball 2 now.
1 strike.
Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now. Grounded back up the middle, and that is through into center. A base hit, and the opposing pitcher gets aboard to kick off the inning.
Boy, he's doing it all out there so far. Not only is he pitching a great game, but he gets in on the act offensively as well.
Settling in now, David Lee. He singled his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. Swing and a little blooper to center. Jeanette trying to get there, but he won't get there. It falls in. And the throw will go to second as they get to force out.
You have got to be kidding me. You're not going to see this ever. I mean, this is a base hit all day long, but he comes up firing from his outfield position, and they wind up getting a force on the play.
Throw over to the bag, and a dive, but he's back.
Got a pretty good lead right there.
In now is John Jay. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. Runners on first with 1 down. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does 2 things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal it all.
And a dive, but he's back in.
Keeping an eye on him.
And they pitch out here, but nothing's happening. Ball 2. Throw over to first, and the runner back. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Runner's going. Sent on the ground out to second. Jeanette is there. Throw gets him, 2 down.
I'm not too sure whether that was a designed hit and run or not. He may have just been going on his own. By running, he does stay out of the double play.
Michael Lee gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Trying to keep the game close. Here's the pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. Puig's got a read on it. And that retires the side. Cards leave 1 as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Robert Castro is going to come off the bench as he'll be asked to lead off the bottom of inning number 6.
Robert Castro.
A called strike to the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1. For that man right there, you need look back only to his last start to see a performance like the one he's shown here so far.
And well on his way to another great outing. And that's what you get when you mix your speeds and throw a lot of strikes.
Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
Yeah, that's 2 in a row. And this one, it was better than the last one.
And now the Cardinals get the bullpen working here. Both a lefty and a right-hander have stood up. Drilled down the line. And that's going to be a base hit. So a great job off the bench as he's aboard to kick off their half of the inning.
Oh, my goodness. This guy is really starting to heat up now. That's 8 straight games with a base hit. He's been fun to watch.
Scooter Jeanette will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far.
Well, we've been talking about it a lot, but this offense is just getting shut down right now. And we've seen some really fantastic pitching in this one.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Not the first time he's felt the squeeze tonight.
Yeah, he's looking and saying, what do I got to do to get a strike?
On the ground up the middle. Scooped up. There's one. On to first, and they turn the double play.
The batter, left fielder, Gerardo Parra.
Gerardo Parra will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out, 0 for 2 thus far. First pitch on its way. There's a fastball missing down and away for a ball, 1-0. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
This is a guy whose numbers are on the rise, and this is a big reason why. 2 close pitches, 2 good takes, and now he's in a great hitter's count, 2-0.
Here it comes, 2-0. Too high, and it's 3-0.
I think at this point, a 2-out walk isn't the worst thing in the world. You'd like to avoid it if you can, but this can be a dangerous spot if you just groove one.
And a fastball misses there, ball 4.
That probably should have been a strike, but 3-0, sometimes you don't get that call. He puts a man on here on the 4-pitch walk.
In now is Yasiel Puig. As he's first pitch swinging here, and this is on the ground toward the hole. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. Brewers strand 1 They're still down. It's 2-0. Back here at Miller Park in Milwaukee. 7th inning upon us with the Cardinals out on top, and it's time to check out the game summary to see how we got here. Lawrence Thacker is on to pitch now as he'll take over to start inning number 7.
Lawrence Thacker.
Number 42 will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here, a solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ball game to this point. Oh, and he looks like he's swinging a garden hose out there as this is cut on and missed for strike 1.
Yeah, he really pulled off of that one, and that's not the kind of swing we're accustomed to seeing from a guy like him.
Especially starting off an at-bat.
A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2.
Boy, that's just pretty standard operating procedure right here. You get him leaning out over the plate on that slider running away, and then you bust him inside hard on that fastball on the inside corner.
Here it comes on 0-2. And wow, tough to lay off the fastball there, but it's 1-2.
And that's a good spot for that fastball on 0-2. I mean, that couldn't have been an easy take.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And a slider runs in on him as he has to lean out of the way.
I'll say this. He wasn't going to get his arms extended on that one.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the two-seamer, and that's out number 1.
And obviously, any time you can strike this guy out, you'll take it. I mean, he runs like a greyhound out there. So even routine grounders can sometimes be turned into base hits. Not when you're not making contact, though.
In now, Mark McGuire. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit.
I doubt he wanted to get in quite so tight with the hard stuff there. But, hey, this is a guy with good opposite field power, so you don't want to just give him free rein to lean out over the plate.
Called strike at the knees, 1-1. 1 out, nobody on. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Ready on 1-2. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
I'd say he's made a pretty good impression since coming on. 2 batters, 2 strikeouts to start the inning.
Nick Savage stands in looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Now a fastball as he has to lean out of the way there. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now. Outside, 3-0 now. Yadier Molina would be next if they can keep this inning alive. And he looks at ball 4 now, so he's aboard, and you always have to worry about the threat of the steal when he's on base.
And I may not know a whole lot about pitching, but what I do know is this is not the guy you want to be putting on base with a walk. That definitely puts the stolen base in order now with 2 away.
Jeremy Jeffress will take over here with the runner at first and 2 gone in the inning.
Jeremy Jeffress.
Yadier Molina will be the first to greet him here as he stands in with a runner at first and 2 away.
When you're 0 for 3 in a game already, I think you're really happy to see a new pitcher in this ballgame. Maybe something will change for him.
And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. Two out with the man at first. Runners off for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. And he can't hold on to the throw as it short hops him and eats him up.
Well, I think they had a feeling he'd be going, but you had to figure they weren't going to pitch out twice in a row, and he winds up taking second here and moving into scoring position.
Fastball called strike. 1-2.
That thing's coming in there hot. 96 miles an hour.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 1 left for the Cardinals, but they're on top 2-0. Leading off the inning, Carlos Gomez. And they'll need him to get something going here.
You know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact, and he can run.
There's a strike at the knees, 0-1. Yet again, another first pitch strike.
And it's a big reason of why he's having the success he is. You establish the count in your favor right away, and it just opens up the door to so many more options going forward.
Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
Another guy retired there. You see his pitching line to this point. It's phenomenal. Just 2 hits. Both of them are singles. He's hardly even been in trouble. Thorough domination so far.
Adam Lind will step in. He's lined out and grounded out in 2 trips.
He seems to be seeing the ball okay, though, making some decent contact so far.
Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike 1.
Well, he started off this way, and he continues on. He's throwing first pitch strikes to 80% of the batters he's faced, and we're late in this ballgame, and that's why he's on top.
Line toward the alley in left center, but this will hang up just enough as he takes it in stride in left center for the second out.
Boy, his guys got him the lead back in the very first inning, and he hasn't looked back since. He's had everything go his way so far, and this inning's turning out to be no exception.
Digging in, Luis Jimenez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Two out, nobody on. 1-0 is a curveball that's over for strike one.
That's a major league curveball there. Those take a while to get used to, believe me.
Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
He's closing in on putting up yet another 0.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And here's a ball hit in the air. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning.
And I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. They trail things here 2-0. Peter Borges comes to the plate, and he'll start us off in the 8th.
And so far in this ballgame, he hasn't even been on base yet, so we'll see if he can make an adjustment here.
On to the 8th now as the first pitch is a fastball that's looked at for ball 1.
That's his strength. He wants to try and come in and jam you, so you've got to be ready to try and turn on something.
In tight, awfully tight. 2-0 now.
I'll give him this. He's not intimidated up there. That was inside. Close to triple digits. He didn't even flinch.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
All even now, 2-2. All even at 2-2. Here it is. Grounded to short. Reined in. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Time to bring you up to date on the numbers for our 2 starters. It's our starter comparison, and the hometown 9 have had trouble generating much by way of hits, as you can see by the left side of your screen. Gerald Vaughn steps in for a 4th plate appearance tonight, and why not? He's been in control all game.
Yeah, he's been in total control of this game, Matt. I see no reason to be going with anybody else out there on the mound right now.
And no swing, apparently. Ball 1. A good tailing fastball for a strike. 1-1. A good action on the 2-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
Corner paint right there, 97 miles an hour. What are you going to do with that?
Tries to get him to chase the curveball away, but it breaks outside. 2-2 now. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. You see a right-handed batter waiting next, but he could very well be pulled back as the situation dictates. Crowd gets up for the 3-2. Shot toward right center, but this will hang up just a bit as it's taken in chest high for a tough second out.
Get out of here.
Very brisk pace to the ballgame thus far. 2-0 our score as you get a look there at the line score to this point in the contest. David Lee stands in. He'll try to improve in this at-bat after grounding into a fielder's choice his last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. And a fastball there is inside as that one backed him up a bit. Off-speed pitch, and this one runs in and nearly gets him here. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. A strike, and it's 2-1.
And after you move a guy off the plate and you know he's all worked up, that's a perfect time to drop a curveball or a changeup on him. Great pitch call right there.
Squared that one up just a little late. This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. On the ground to third. Jimenez scoops it up, throw in time, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Cardinals. They're up 2-0. Number 42 steps in now.
Leading off for the Brewers, the shortstop, number 42.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one. Well, the guy you see right there has been terrific. But will they let him work these final 2 innings?
Well, I think the pitch count is in his favor. Everybody pays a lot of attention to that. So barring a huge spike right here in the 8th, I don't see any reason why he can't get these final 6 outs.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Ready with the 0-2. And a classic 0-2 pitch as the changeup misses low, and it's 1-2 now.
Tough pitch to lay off there with 2 strikes. I'm not sure if that was a good take or whether he just got fooled on a changeup and couldn't pull the trigger.
Now a line drive that's going to be caught out there at short. Well, he got a lot of that ball, but nothing to show for it to start the home 8th.
Yeah, and late in a close game like this, that would have been a good leadoff base runner to have. And he definitely hits this ball hard. It's just pretty much right at the glove.
Stepping in now, Robinson Chirinos, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Tapped out in front of home. Molina is up with it. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Now batting, pitcher.
Can't ask for much more out of a starting pitcher. Working on a 2-hit shutout right now.
Gene Segura will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 42, Gene Segura.
And he gets ahead with the curveball. Strike 1.
You know, it's just so tough to pick out a pitch that you want against a guy like this. Everything he throws is either on a corner or moving like crazy. He's not the kind of guy that's going to give you a lot of options up there to hit.
2 out, nobody on. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Hard hit ball to second. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. He's through 8 with the shutout intact. 9th inning coming up. St. Louis is out in front, 2-0. Neil Kotz come on now to start the 9th inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is for the bottom of the 9th. Kicking off the top of the ninth, John Jay has to look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. And the fastball hitting 93 on the gun. It's 1-1. One and one, here it is. 1-1 pitch is a slider that's cut on and missed for strike 2.
And he's always so tough on left-handed hitters. That slider is just so difficult to pick up.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. And the leadoff man retired here to kick off the 9th.
Up next for the Cardinals, right fielder, Michael Lee.
Michael Lee will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Ooh, and he finds his spot there. 1-1. Here it comes on 1-1. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. And he'll find a way to dodge the shrapnel out there to make the play for route number 2.
Number 42.
And this is something we'll see a lot with that cut fastball. Here it is again in show motion. When you hit a ball right below the label, you're going to get this 9 times out of 10.
Into the box now, number 42. And he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball. 1-0. Swung on and hit deep to left center. Parra racing back. Gone! So a solo shot here to left center field, his second of the game, and the Cardinals lead it now 3-0.
With the bottom of the 9th still to come, any little bit helps. Although there's nothing little about this swing. That was a bomb, and it pushes the lead up to 3 now here in the top half.
Francisco Rodriguez will take over with 2 gone here in the top of inning number 9.
Francisco Rodriguez. Up next for the Cardinals, first baseman, Mark McGwire.
Standing in now, Mark McGwire, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Action in that Milwaukee bullpen now as a left-hander started to throw out there. The 0-1 pitch. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. But the Cards add on just a bit, courtesy of this solo home run. Last chance coming up for the Brewers. It's now a 3-0 lead for St. Louis. Scooter Gennett will stand in to lead things off, as the top of this batting order really hasn't been much of a factor so far.
Yeah, and between the top 3 guys in this lineup, no hits between them. And you got to figure you're not going to win too many games when that's the case.
Outfield comes way in here. The first pitch. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
Here's a guy that understands. It's all about getting on base at this point, so good idea there just to wait for strike 1.
1-1, here it comes. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he'll take this to the bag himself. 1 gone here in the 9th.
Now batting.
That slider's been an effective pitch for him, no doubt. As you take a look there, what his pitch breakdown looks like so far.
Gerardo Parra will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs.
Yeah, and you just can't worry about the score right here. You just got to be able to string together a couple of base runners and take it 1 pitch at a time, 1 runner at a time.
But right at the shortstop for the 2nd out.
Well, this has been a thoroughly dominating performance out there. Kept these guys guessing all game long, and he's just 1 out away now from picking up a well-deserved complete game shutout.
Yasiel Puig will stand in now as their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th.
Yeah, just 1 final hurdle here before he finishes off the shutout.
First offering on its way. First pitch is a slow knuckleball in there, 0-1.
These guys would like to at least get someone on base here in this bottom of the 9th. Got to make them sweat a little.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1.
Well, one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
Taken, called strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight.
Boy, it's one thing for a reliever to come in out of the pen and throw 100 miles an hour for 15 pitches or so. But he's right up there around the century mark now, and he's still throwing hard.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Yeah, just 2 hits were all they could muster off of him. He was in complete control from the start of this game, and he finished it off in style, too.
This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. And guys, you can't win if you can't score, so there's probably not a whole lot of debate about who'll take home Topps Player of the Game honors in this one.
Yeah, definitely no debate as far as I'm concerned. He was really in complete control the whole way through. Only really got into trouble a few times, and he winds up with a complete game shutout.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Caro, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Cardinals win it 3-0. Good night from Milwaukee.
Our final line score tonight, first for the victorious St. Louis Cardinals. 3 runs on 10 hits. No errors. They left 12 men on base. For the Brewers, no runs on only 2 hits. No errors. They left 3 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 33 minutes. A reminder that extra post-game MCTS bus service is available on Route 90, running downtown along Wisconsin Avenue, as well as trolley service on the Lake Route, also along Wisconsin Avenue.